And I think that's where the sympathy for narcissism is where it comes from me, is when I can
Mm.
see that with other people that kind of drift along. And I don't know, is that the more common route of where people will fall on the spectrum, is usually this lack of connection, and not necessarily because, again, they got all the trophies and all the gold stars and they were rewarded for crap that they didn't really earn, or, the myth that we have about how narcissism evolves.
Yeah, that myth is a real problem because that is absolutely right. That is not what causes unhealthy narcissism. There's even research to support this, but we can just talk about it in a general way. I'm happy to share the research information as well. But it's always at the heart of it is a lack of a sense of connection, a strandedness and aloneness in being seen as a person, no matter what. I mean, there is a kind of unconditional love that shapes us all that leads to feeling securely loved. And the problem isn't too many trophies for people who grow up for doing nothing, for people who grow up narcissistic or extremely narcissistic to the point of disorder. The problem is either they only receive attention for doing big things, right? It's conditional. People start watching and care when you got the A,
Mm-hmm.
or when you when you got on the varsity football team, or whatever it is. But when you were sad, they couldn't care less. When you were angry, they shut you down. They didn't talk. So it's never ever been being built up too much by our family and our parents that causes extreme narcissism. It's being built up at the expense of love and care and connection. What you said was beautiful, and I think spot on, which is we have, all of us, a deep need to be seen. And at the heart of narcissism is a lack of faith that we will be seen as people and we will be seen for who we are. We have to make the world see us.
Mm-hmm.
That's the fear that we can't depend. That's what turns a person into a performance. So one way is only getting attention for big things. Another absolutely is just pervasive neglect and being made to feel that there's always one person up and another person down. And if that's what relationships are, I know which one I want to be, right? That's the sort of kill or be killed atmosphere that happens with abuse and neglect. Lots of paths, but at the heart of them is a failure to trust that people can really see and accept me as I am, flaws and all, no matter what, whether I get the A or I get an F.